attempted coup in San Marcos. Reports today out of San Marcos confirmed an attack against the government had taken place earlier this week. Brief but bloody battle, fighting widespread, reaching as far as...
Joe.
Steve!
How
Steve
are you?
Kendall? I don't believe it.
You look great.
Oh, boy, am I glad to see you. But for heaven's sakes, what on earth are you doing in Henderson?
Not a very flattering picture of such a beautiful lady. I guess you do not want to forget these. Your flight leaves this afternoon. I don't think you should have any problems.
Good. I've been in this hellhole long enough.
I'm sorry you don't appreciate the finer attributes of our island, Mrs. Kendall. Perhaps you will. Another time. Oh, yes. There is one more item.
Rivera, I still have packing to do.
El Patron wants to see you before you leave. You are to report back here before your departure.
Very well.
Bring him in.
Does he have to do me like that?
Mr. Bragg, I don't want any more trouble with you.
Okay, by me.
So, why did Hogan Cleary send you here?
There I was, sweating bullets, and you say, well, I gotta go.
I'm sorry.
You could have at least taken him with you.
I couldn't think that fast.
Well, at least I had to escape that time.
I'll make it up to you today, I promise.
You better, because this isn't gonna be easy, you know that?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Warning people they could be possible victims of cyanide poisoning could have its little drawbacks, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, would you be careful? Don't you remember the last time we arrived unannounced?
How could I forget? It's open, we'll leave a note. Whoop. Oh, deja vu. Oh, now, wait a minute.
Back
man.
up!
We're reporters from the Henderson Herald. I'm Sonny
I don't
Adamson,
care
this is-
who you are. What right do you have to break into private property? Now get up! Now!
We will. But first, we have something very important we have to tell you.
You could be in danger of poisoning.
Poisoning? What are you talking about?
There's been an accident. One of the plants nearby. Cyanide's been leaking into the wells in this area. You could be in danger.
I don't know nothing about that.
That's why we came by, to warn you about it.
You can't tell if it's in your water just by looking at it.
So you have to have your well checked out by an expert for your own good.
Listen, a man from the Board of Health will be by later to take a sample. So in the meantime, please, don't drink any water.
Unless it's bottled water.
Right.
It could make you very sick. You could even die from it.
I don't know what you people are doing coming here telling me a thing like that. Haven't we got enough troubles?
Grace? Grace, what's the matter? What's
And
going on?
Chester, go back to bed. I'm taking care of everything. Both of you, get out of here.
Who are these people?
Now you see what
What's
you did.
going on?
You got him upset and out of bed. And I told you. Chester! Chester!
My brother Chase called and asked if I could fly in. He said he had some important business to talk about, but not over the phone.
I hope it's not serious.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. But since I was on my way to Boston and New York, I figured anyway I ought to stop by.
That television station in California flies you all the way across the country to follow sports?
Well, this isn't station business. I've had a couple new job offers.
Oh, well, congratulations.
I'm not sure I'm going to take them yet. But my agent decided I ought to check them out anyway.
I think it's great, so long as it got you here.
Yeah, thanks. It's great to see everybody, especially TR. You know, I still can't get used to calling her that.
Well, you've got a nice surprise in store for you. You're going to be pretty proud of your little sister. She grew up to be a lovely young woman.
Joe, there's something else I came here about. I'm worried about Martin. I haven't seen him since the casino burned down. Have you heard anything from him?
Yes,
Yes, I
If
have.
anything's wrong, please tell me.
Actually, yes, he did run into some trouble in San Marcos. He was in the hospital there.
Is he all right?
I think he is now. I was there to visit for a couple of weeks, but then he disappeared.
What is he doing in San Marcos? Doesn't he know that place is a time bomb waiting to go off?
It already has. Look at the paper. Fortunately, by then, he was already gone.
Where is he now?
I think he's in Europe. I had a cable about a week ago. He said he'd be moving around, but he'd try to stay in touch.
Well, then he's running from somebody. Why didn't he call me? Doesn't he realize that I might be able to help him?
Steve, I hope you don't think I've kept anything from you. I just didn't know what to tell you.
I'm not mad at you, Joe, okay? I'm just worried about him. I wonder if he's all right.
I think he'd be pleased to hear that. And if it's any consolation, he spent a lot of years looking after himself.
Yeah, I know. You know, ever since I grew up thinking that Lloyd was my father and found out Martin was, you know, I'm just not sure I know either one of them now.
Make your promise. If I hear anything from now on, I'll let you know first, okay?
Thanks.
Now, I have a question to ask you. Since you are in Henderson, where are you staying?
Well, I heard about this neat little place that just opened up, run by some pretty terrific people.
Caldwell.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was going to see if they had any vacancies.
You know, I think I can tell you right off that they do, and I have some influence there. I could just tell you now, it's all arranged.
Thanks. Well, I better be going because I've got to go see Chase.
I think I'll go with you. There's somebody I want to see.
Now, for the last time, why did Hogan McCleary send you here?
Why is it so important to you?
Because he is a fugitive from justice.
He may be a wanted man on San Marcos, but that hardly makes him a fugitive from justice. I don't know any Hogan, whatever.
Oh! You are lying to me.
Well, you think, would that be a misdemeanor or a felony on San Marcos?
Oh, Mr. Bragg, you are talking yourself into a very dark place. I have records showing you here with McCleary. So now you answer me. Oh! Get him up!
Just let me know when your hand gets tired of me.
Oh, Mr. Bragg, you're getting me very excited. And you know what happens when I get excited?
No, but I bet it's real kinky.
If I get too excited, you're going to find yourself very dead. Take him to the box. Mr. Bragg!
What?
When you get through in there, you're going to be begging to tell me everything I want to know about Mr. McCleary. Get him out of here.
Steve!
Chase! How are you doing, man? You look really good.
Great to see you.
How are
man.
you?
Wonderful. Have a seat, huh? Let's have a seat. Listen, how's it feel to be back in the old hometown?
Oh, gosh, like I never left home.
Listen, I really appreciate you coming. I know how busy you are. From what I hear, your sportscasting career's really taken off.
Well, ever since the Olympics, things got pretty hectic there, but they've cooled off a little bit since then.
What about the two offers you told me about?
Well, we'll see. Talk about a career explosion. How about you, huh? The old man gave you the paper?
Ah, well, it surprised the heck out of me when he did it.
Yeah, I bet it did. So, what'd you have to talk about?
Well, I want to make you an offer. I want you to come and be my featured sports writer at the Herald.
Man, I am a sports broadcaster, not a sports journalist.
Ah, what difference does it make, Steve? Look, at the brevity you bring to a 2-minute spot on the tube is just what I need at the newspaper. Hit them hard and fast and make them buy tomorrow's edition. That's what we need.
What's the real reason?
That is the real reason.
Chase, she could have told me that over the phone, and it wouldn't have sounded half as corny. Now, you want me here for a reason. What is it? Is Dad giving you a pretty hard time right now?
No, it's not Dad. It's Mom.
I don't understand.
I found her, Steve. She's alive.
Why don't you sit down over here and I'll help you fill out these admittance forms, okay?
I'll go and check on Chester's condition.
All right.
Mrs. Blake, don't worry. The doctors and nurses are doing everything they can for him.
To think I wasn't going to let you folks help us. Thank you for getting the ambulance to get here so
Oh,
quick.
that's all right. When did you first notice that your husband wasn't feeling well?
3 weeks ago. But in the last day or so, it got worse.
In what way?
Dizzy spells. He didn't seem to know where he was.
What did you think it was?
Something from the animals. A couple of them died the other day. I know that we should have seen that as a sign, but when folks on a farm, if they went to a doctor every time they was ill...
Was that the only reason you didn't call the doctor?
No. Chester wouldn't let me. And now he might be...
Grace.
He could be so stubborn sometimes.
It's gonna be okay.
I'm sorry.
No word yet.
I have to apologize to you both for holding a gun on you.
No harm
Don't
done.
worry about that.
Sorry. Just when a person gets older, they get scared. And being the only one to protect the house and all,
Mrs. Blake. I'm sorry, but your husband's lapsed into a coma.
Oh, my.
Doc, what do you think's wrong with him?
Well, we have to run a few more tests, but apparently he's been poisoned. Mrs. Blake, do you know if Chester was using any kind of poison around the farm?
Not that I know of.
Doc, given the symptoms that Mr. Blake has, could the poison be cyanide?
Well, it could be. The poison's attacking the central nervous system. Why do you ask?
These people tell me that our well might be contaminated with cyanide.
Oh, what makes you think that?
We're reporters. We've been working on a story about a cyanide leak in the area.
But if the will were contaminated, then Mrs. Blake would be ill, too. How have you been feeling? Do you have any kind of dizziness, nausea?
No, I'm fine. It's Chester that's ill.
But Mrs. Blake told me that some of her livestock died recently. And you said that Chester started feeling sick, what was it, about a month ago?
That's right.
Same time as the leak.
And when did you notice your first sick animals?
Month ago.
But you, your husband, and the animals all drink water from the same well, don't you? Unless you have bottled water at home.
No, we can't afford that. All the water we drink is either from the well or from the cistern, and Chester fills that every few weeks.
And where does he get the water that he fills the cistern with?
From the well.
We're right back where we started.
Mrs. Blake, when was the last time that your husband filled the cistern? Was it before he was sick or after?
Well, it must have been after. It doesn't hold more than enough for 2 or 3 weeks. Wait! We had all that rain. He might not have filled it for 4 or 5 weeks.
So that means Mrs. Blake is drinking water from before the contamination.
Mrs. Blake, when your husband works in the fields, does he drink directly from the same well that the cattle drink from?
He does. Does that help?
That would explain the cattle, wouldn't it? I mean, they drank only contaminated water. Mr. Blake had both contaminated and pure.
Yeah.
Mrs. Blake, I'm going to have to contact the County Board of Health. They're going to want to ask you some questions. Nurse?
Doctor, is Chester going to be all right?
Well, it's very helpful that we now know the poison's cyanide. But if he's had a steady diet of it, Mrs. Blake, we'll do everything we possibly can. Nurse?
Don't worry about a thing, okay? Everything's gonna be fine.
We better get to the rest of those farmers.
Right. Listen, will you be okay? We'll come back later and drive you home if you like.
Oh, I'm going to stay here with Chester. You go on.
Mom's alive. Chase, that's impossible. She died in a plane crash.
That's what my dad would have us believe, but it's not true. She's alive, Steve.
But
he's been paying her off. She lives in a small island in the Caribbean, San Marcos. You ever hear of it?
San Marcos?
Yeah, dear old Dad's been paying her all this time to stay out of our lives. Handsomely, too, I might add.
Hold on, I don't understand this. Why would they do such a thing?
That was my question, too. You see, Dad felt after TR was kidnapped that Mom was out of control, that her problems would be hurting us, so he had to get her out of our lives.
But she's our mother. And she went along with it, just like that.
Well, in her defense, she said that she felt as though she was drowning. That she had to get away from him, not us.
So you saw her. You actually spoke with her.
I saw her, I spoke with her. I even tried to talk her into getting on the plane and coming back here with me, but she wouldn't do it.
Alive. If she's in San Marcos, then that probably explains why my father's there.
Martin? Yeah, I heard he ran into a little trouble down there.
Yeah, it seems like everybody knew except me.
Look, Steve, take it from me. Running into trouble in San Marcos is not difficult. The place isn't safe.
Jace, how is she?
She's really fine. I mean, she's really pulled her life together, Steve. She's got no more problems with the booze or the pills.
Good. Good for her.
You know, she's even more beautiful. More beautiful than I ever remembered her.
Why would they lie to us? I mean, if they wanted her out of town, why lie about it?
For our own good.
Look, we've got to get her out of San Marcos. That's all there is to it. That place is not a safe environment, and she's in danger there.
I spoke to her yesterday. She was very, very frightened, but she was just hoping that it wouldn't happen again, and she's okay. She's all right.
She didn't come back with you?
No.
What? Come on, tell me.
She'll be in Henderson this afternoon.
That's why you wanted me here. Chase, this is great, but why did, if Dad's paying her to stay dead?
Look, he doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know that I know she's alive or that anyone else does. Just you and I know. I tried to get in touch with Alec, but I couldn't reach him. You see, I want to get the whole family together, Steve. For Mom's surprise homecoming.
Ah, you are traveling so late.
My bags are in the car. Tell him I'm here, will you? But what are you waiting for? I don't intend to miss that plane. Where is he?
El Patron is very sorry that he cannot be here to see you off personally. However, he has asked me to fill in for him.
Pretty big shoes to fill, Rivera. Are you sure you've got what it takes?
I really hate to see you go. Such spirit, such...
Hatred is the word you're looking for.
Ah, yes. But they also say that hatred is very close to love. But enough. He entrusted me to give this to you. American cash. $1 million.
Liza Santel. She's the one that's doing this to my husband.
I'm so thirsty.
I'll buy you a beer.
Ah, I'll settle for a cup of coffee. Did I make up for last night?
No contest.
I just hope we found all the farmers that were affected.
I think we did. Besides, the ones we talked to said they called their neighbors.
Yeah, and luckily there weren't any more cases of poisoning.
Just hope that Bella didn't find any.
That poor Mrs. Blake.
Hogan?
We do
Joe! Finally. Hi, Sonny.
Have a seat. Join us.
I've been looking all over for you guys.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, the piece of this morning's paper about an attempted coup in San Marcos. I wondered if you heard anything from that friend of yours.
No, not so far.
You're not afraid something's happened to him?
Nah. No, Bragg's the kind of guy who'll only call if he has something to report. If we haven't heard from him by
Wait
now...
a minute. Did you say Bragg?
Yeah, he's a friend of mine. Why?
We've been waiting for him to call.
I'd completely forgotten about it until I heard his name again. He called you last week.
$1 million? Why?
He wants you to take this with you when you go.
No, what you mean is that he wants me to take it into the country for him.
In accordance with the agreement you signed with him. El Patron wants to expand his operations into the States, starting in Henderson. You will do this for him.